band with my bunny ears on it. Hey guys. Scoot back a little bit, I guess.
What up, my YouTubers?
No. He's watching TV. He's not going to join us. He said he might pop in. Yeah, we're just going to do a get ready with me. I haven't worn makeup. God, I don't even remember the last time I put on makeup. I think it was last weekend. Also got my nails done. Look how cute this color is. I love it. But I definitely need to moisturize. It has been getting hot here in East Tennessee, so my skin has started to get dry. Unfortunately, the dryness is coming back. He's dry. He's got like dry flakes all over his face. So unfortunately, it's just that getting that time of year again. So I'm going to moisturize with some of my more moisturizing primers. I'm going to use the Glow Recipe Niacinamide Watermelon Dewdrops. And I'm about out of this, so I have to take the little thing out. I'm telling you, all of my makeup is running out at the same time. I don't even know how much my bill's going to be when I go and get makeup the next time. Like, there's literally just no telling. I do want to try some Rare Beauty. A lot of you guys have been asking for me to try that. So if you guys still want that video, let me know, because I do need to get some more concealer. I'm still going to get my Too Faced just because it's my favorite and I know that that's what I want to use. But I would like to try her concealer. I would like to try her bronzing stick. I don't know. I figured maybe we could try a few things. Maybe one of her eyeshadow palettes. Let me know if you guys would want that in a video. And if so, we will do that. I'm still working on getting some of my makeup and filming stuff. That's why I haven't really filmed a video, but I was talking to you guys on live the other day and you guys were like, we really don't even care. It doesn't have to be perfect. Just upload a video. So I'm about to do that. I had somebody message me on Instagram, by the way. If you were that person, somebody messaged me on Instagram and was like, hey, just letting you know that the last video that's on your channel was about your job. Yeah, that is the last video that was posted to this channel. So if you want to see the lives, you have to click like up at the top. It'll say like videos, lives, whatever. You have to click lives in order to see, like, this is the Cypress Capra. I don't know how you pronounce this, but this shit is amazing. One of you guys actually told me about this stuff and I love it. It is expensive, and this is another product that I'm about out of. Literally everything is running out at the same damn time. But we got an update on the new job. I am going to be executive director of a rehab that's opening up in Knoxville, which I'm super excited about. It's a really good opportunity. And they did the final inspection of the like electric work the other day. So they're just waiting to get back the results of that inspection to make sure everything is okay. They said it could take a few days. Of course, nobody's going to get in no hurry for nothing. But as soon as that comes through, we should be getting our sign-on bonus. JP is obviously going to come work as well. He's going to be like over the patient engagement specialist. He's going to be like second in command. So we're going to get a sign-on bonus. And when that happens, I'm going to Sephora, y'all, because I need to get some new makeup. I want to try some new things. I'd like to get my hands on some Charlotte Tilbury stuff. I also had some of you guys send me those Flesh papers. It's like the Flesh flip book. The thing is that you can only really get it on like weird websites. I don't know, but basically it looks like tissue paper and you rub it on your face and bitch, it's beautiful. It comes with bronzer, blush, and highlight. I wanted to try those and see if those are really worth the hype, but I've seen them all over Instagram And then you guys sent it to me. That's how I originally heard about it, was one of you guys sent it to me. But I would really like to try it and just see, you know, if it does work that good. Okay, and then for like primer, I was thinking about also going in with a little bit, I think I'm going to, with the Nimya License to Glow Serum. This is Nikki Tutorials brand. And this stuff means business. If you have dry skin, bitch, this stuff is amazing. But this is another one that I'm not really running out. This actually has lasted a really long time. I have a whole video reviewing her entire collection from Nimya. And I really love it. I mean, the only products that I would probably repurchase would be the Where It All Starts cream and the License to Glow serum. The under eye brightening stick is okay. It's just not my favorite under eye. It's supposed to be like an under eye balm for your under eyes when they're dry. I like the Jaclyn Cosmetics one better. And the setting spray, if she would fix the nozzle that it sprays out of, I would be all for it. It's just the nozzle, when you spray it, it sprays really harsh. So when you spray your face after you've got your powders and stuff on, it just leaves like little blotchy marks, and I just hate that. I can't do it. But anyways, what are your all's thoughts on all of this drama between... Honestly, guys, I don't even know if it's actual drama or if it's just things that people have concocted in their head. This Hailey Bieber, Selena Gomez bullshit. I don't know what I believe. I will say that it is very weird that she, you know, has worn the same outfits and said the same things and done the same, like, YouTube stuff. Like, I will say that is very sus. This is the Catrice Prime and Fine. It is a dupe for Tatcha Silk Canvas. And, like, literally a pinch of the price. I think this was like $8, and we all know that Tatcha Silk Canvas is like $50. But anyways, when it comes to this Selena Gomez, Hailey Bieber stuff, I will say there's nothing... Hailey can't say anything about her not being a fan of Justin. There is video evidence and proof of that. That awkward video where Hailey meets Justin for the first time because who her dad is. Very, very uncomfortable to watch, if I'm being honest. And then I seen that video of Hailey in some cosmetic store. I think they said it was a Macy's. And there is an ad campaign with Selena Gomez on it. And she's making fun of, like, her hands having red marks, which is a side effect of lupus, like early signs of lupus. Like, typically before people even know they have lupus, they have, like... They get really irritated on their hands and their feet. And I only know that because my nanny had it. And I just know that that's what happens with lupus. And then I guess she had lipstick on her teeth in the ad. And Hailey's like making fun of her in the ad campaign. And I mean, a video is a video. I mean, that's the thing. Once you have something on video, you can't really undo it. The thing that really wilds me out the most, though, is that Justin has not said a peep. If I was married, dating someone, let alone being married to someone, and I was being absolutely dragged through the mud online or whatever, and my husband didn't say a word, I would be furious. Not only furious, I would probably be embarrassed and hurt as well. Like, I just find it so bizarre. I mean, the closest thing that the man has done to saying anything is that Instagram post of him and her on a boat. And he says, like, I love you or something like that. That's the closest thing that that man has come to doing anything in Hailey's defense. And I mean, here's the thing. At the end of the day, she has to have, like, come to terms with how things were going to be if she decided to get with Justin, because so many people were, you know, team Selena and Justin, and the timeline of everything is so fucked. She had to have some idea that, like, things were not probably going to be the easiest for him and her. I don't know, but the one side of me also feels bad because no one, well, I say no one, but if you're like a piece of shit, like pedophile or murderer, then you deserve everything you get. But like just over drama and stuff like this, no one deserves, you know, unaliving threats. Like people are making very, very, very harsh claims online. Like if you go in comment sections of these videos, like people are going in on Hailey and making some pretty outlandish claims. Honestly, I'm surprised that Justin's security team even said it was cool for them to go to the Vanity Fair thing, because things were so intense when that event happened. I'm really shocked. But, you know, at the same time, there has to be some truth to everything, because the world of entertainment is a very small group of people, if you think about it. And everybody knows everybody, and everybody knows the real tea. And for so many famous people to have unfollowed Hailey, I think that tells a bigger story. I think that that says a lot when people really start. I mean, you got people like Miley Cyrus. You know what I'm saying? Like, and Miley has spoke about loving Hailey in a Vogue interview before. So, you know, this is not an old unfollow issue. This just happened. And I mean, there are Instagram and Twitter feeds who all they do is watch people's follower list and see like exactly when they stop following people. And allegedly, Miley Cyrus unfollowed her the day after the TikTok that Hailey Kendall and that other girl posted. The day after that is when Miley Cyrus unfollowed. Now, also to be fair, a lot of these celebrities, when they unfollow people, it's because their management asks them to. A lot of times they don't even get to make that call. In my personal opinion, I think that Miley Cyrus did. Miley Cyrus is very headstrong, and she pretty much makes her own decisions on a lot of shit. So if I had to guess, I would say that Miley probably made that call on her own. But I mean, she's not the only one. I believe Alicia Keys is another one that's unfollowed Hailey Bieber. I mean, there's been several people unfollow Hailey Bieber. The only ones who are really still following her are the ones who are on the same, this is crazy, because a lot of people were thinking that Ariana Grande, Demi Lovato, uh, were going to unfollow her, but they didn't. But if you do your research, then you know that they're all signed to the same management. Demi Lovato, Ariana Grande, Justin Bieber, they're all on the same management team. So it would probably be a big issue if they were to unfollow Hailey Bieber. And then, you know, some people aren't going to unfollow because they don't want to be involved in anything. Jennifer Lopez, she's another one. I mean, a lot of people have unfollowed her, and Selena is now one of the most followed people on Instagram. I think she's the most followed female on Instagram now, which is great. Congratulations for her. But I think Selena is just so sweet. Like, even to hear her talk about this entire situation, she's been asked about it, obviously. And she said, you know, I love my fans, but I never would wish unaliving threats on anyone. And I just don't want anyone to be mean. I mean, at this point, it's kind of went a little bit past, I mean, it's gotten mean. I think we can all agree with that, that it has gotten mean at this point, which I don't know. I've been thinking about it a lot because I'm not the type of person that just likes to follow on hate trains. You guys know, typically I am one that doesn't have the same opinion as anybody else just because I don't agree with hate trains. I feel like somebody makes an opinion and it gets a lot of traction, and so everybody hops on that train. But I think just like with a lot of people, I've went down a rabbit hole these past few weeks, and there's just so much that Hailey has done in repetition of Selena. It's actually kind of mind-boggling if you really go down the rabbit hole like I did and you look at dates of certain things. I'm just saying, I don't obviously know if Hailey is obsessed or what the case is. I don't know if Hailey was obsessed with Justin or Selena or both. I'm just saying, if you go down the rabbit hole, be prepared, because there's more than just like little YouTube videos, and there's more than just like there's a lot. And there's people on the inside who no longer work for Hailey who have, and these are just alleged claims, but they make sense and they line up with things that really happened. I don't know. I don't know that we'll ever know exactly what the actual true tea is. I think the only way we would ever know like exact dates and what exactly happened is if Hailey and Justin were to ever get a divorce. I think that Hailey would probably come out and say, probably a lot more. But I will say that I find it very odd of all of the, I'm just going to call a spade here. All of the copying, like direct copying, and literally like right after Selena would wear something or say something or do something. And I mean, we're talking years of this, people. We're not just talking about, a couple of, no, we're talking about damn near a decade or more of just absolutely like doing the exact same thing. And I've done quite a bit of research. Like I said, I went down a rabbit hole. A lot of you guys were wanting a video on it, which I may still very well do, because I do still really agree with my thoughts on it. I like to take a lot of time and think about things. That's why my videos, when talking about stuff like this, are usually my most viewed videos, because I don't do them when everybody else does them. I kind of do them, usually it's a little bit after everybody's done talked about the situation, but I go into a lot of detail and I do a lot of research. I think that everyone should do that before you form an opinion. You need to know what you're talking about. And I don't know, the more research that I did, the more I got like, I started to form the opinion that Hailey was more obsessed with Selena. And I'm going to tell you why. So if you do the research of all of the concerts that Hailey went to of Justin's, they were events where Selena was at or was supposed to be at. A lot of people don't know this, but if you do the research, the very first time that Hailey met Justin was at a talk show. I believe it was the Ellen, it was something like that. It was some show or something like that. I'll have to look in my research. Selena was supposed to be there. The reason she wasn't there was because her plane got delayed in another state. And so she was flying private, obviously, and it got delayed somewhere. And so she wasn't able to fly out. She had to wait on an actual commercial flight. And so she didn't get to make the show, but she was supposed to be there. Everyone in attendance, like, it was saying that Selena was going to be there with Justin, and she wasn't. I don't know, it was very weird. And then if you see the video where Hailey meets Justin for the first time, it's so awkward. It is the most awkward video I've ever watched in my goddamn life. I mean, it's so awkward, just so awkward. And it's almost as if she's disappointed. If you watch it again through the lens of just like her being disappointed, I urge you to go watch it and watch at it through the lens of disappointment and tell me that she doesn't look disappointed. She does. And I think that it's more of, Hailey was a fan of Justin, which if you were a fan of Justin at that time, you were a fan of Selena. Everyone was. Now, there was also this girl who made a TikTok and a YouTube video. She ran a Justin Bieber fan page on Twitter years ago, and Haley used to message her all of the time to try to figure out where Justin was or where he was going to be, if Selena was going to be with him, just different stuff like that. So weird, right? Well, this girl made this TikTok and shared all of the screenshots of their DMs, which there weren't many. It was all just about like, do you know where he's going to be? Do you know if he's going to be at this hotel on this date? So on and so forth. But very, very strange for someone, you know, I don't know why I didn't think. I guess just because I was older during all this, I didn't keep up with the Justin Bieber, you know, the Belieber phenomenon. My era was much more NSYNC, Spice Girls, Britney Spears vibes. But I will say this, you guys. All of the messages that this girl has is Haley like, I stood outside of this hotel for hours. He's still not here. Do you know if he's coming? Like literally like fangirl, like being a fangirl, 100%. And I don't know. I just find that very, 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 very bizarre for someone who is now married to him. But, you know, like straight up, his fan is married to him. Like so many girls wanted that back then, to be one less lonely girl, you know? I don't know. I just feel like that Haley has a lot of secrets that she keeps. I do feel bad for her. Nobody deserves to go through the shit that she's going through. I don't care. I just think that it's inhumane. It's inhumane. It's evil. Like, all over a relationship and situation that none of us have any idea of what actually happened. None of us really know. I'm going in with the P. Louise Eye Base in Rumor 01. It's a very light shade. And I'm going to cut the brow and prime my lid with it. I haven't done my makeup since I started working at this job. This is just a temporary job until the rehab opens up. I don't know. I may end up washing it off before I go into work. I don't know yet, but I have this TikTok in my drafts that I already have part of it done. I just need like the transformed part done. So I figured I would go live with you guys and do a little bit of makeup. I also want to try some of the One Size, the Patrick Starr makeup brand. I also want to try some of his stuff. I really want to try his concealer, his blush, his primer. We'll probably do like a full review, even though a lot of you may have already tried it. There's always some people who haven't. I also want to try some of Jeffree Star's new stuff. Did you guys see his TikTok that he posted the other day showing like previews of some of his new makeup? That shit looked so good. The setting powder or the concealer in the pink, I died. Anyways, I have kind of an idea of what I want to do with my makeup today. I kind of just want to do like just play in some browns. And I have this Hourglass like pot cream shadow that is so pretty. It's called Scattered Light. It is so gorge. This lighting in here is absolutely terrible. I have one ring light and an Impressions Vanity little mirror behind that. So the lighting is absolutely atrocious in here, and I'm sorry for that, but that shadow is really, really pretty. So I was thinking maybe I could put that on. Do something a little smoky. Also, I've started watching Euphoria from the start. I was never on the Euphoria bandwagon. And so many people are like, no, like you have to watch it. You don't understand. It's so good, blah, blah, blah. A lot of people were calling it like a new age Sex in the City, which I'm all for that. What I've seen so far, I mean, I can kind of see where they're coming from with like the new age Sex in the City. Because it's like narrated by Rue, I believe is her name. I don't know. So far, it's okay. It's okay. I haven't watched but like 2 episodes, so I can't really judge at this point. But I will say that 2 episodes in, I'm not like hook, line, and sinker. Also, if you are in need of a laugh, it will be worth every second of you watching it. My boyfriend got me on the Trailer Park Boys. It is on Netflix. Go watch it and thank me later. It is so goddamn funny, you guys. I can fucking not. It's about these, basically about these 3 guys that live in this trailer park in Canada. And you guys, it is so goddamn funny. There's all kinds of spin-offs. There's like the Trailer Park Boys in the US. There's Trailer Park Boys in Europe. There's all of these like spin-offs of it. But it is so funny. You will laugh till you cry. Also, if you've never watched My Name is Earl, it's an older show. I think it only had like, I don't know, maybe like 4 seasons or something, and it ended so fucked. You can tell that the show got canceled, and you can tell that they definitely had planned for the show to continue on just by the way that season 4 ended. I'm not going to spoil it, but it is so funny. Another one that I laugh till I cry watching. I just cannot. If you're looking for some shows, those are the 2. Let's see, what else? We've been watching The Blacklist, which has been on forever, but I just found it. And that's another one that I'm like hook, line, and sinker. It has so many twists and turns. It's ungoddamn real. But yeah, if you're looking for some shows, those are some good ones. Okay, so I flattened out that concealer so there won't be no creases. You want to say hello?
Ah,
That's it.
how are y'all? Love you.
I love you. What are you doing?
Nothing, I just gotta check on Walmart.
Hey, can you grab those 2 eyeshadow palettes that are in the living room?
Yeah.
I think I'm going to use this Makeup Revolution one today. It's the Forever Flawless Decadent palette. It's one of my favorites. It just has like basic colors in it.
Here you go, princess.
Thank you. But yeah, this shade Sienna, which is up here in the top corner. It's like the perfect like brown transition shade. Just putting it on a fluffy brush, and I'm going to blend it all throughout the crease. Just as a transition shade. Hayden is here too. He's been riding his 4-wheeler all day. He got a new battery put in it, so he's been enjoying that. I seen my nieces and nephew yesterday, well, a few of them. Tiara came up here with her bunch. And so we seen them. We went to Hayden's practice last night. All right. Now I'm going to go in with Hedonic, which is like an orange undertoned brown. and just start to build that up in the crease a little bit more. This is more of a defined blending brush. It's more packed a little bit closely. It's not so fluffy. But anyways, I only had 2 days off this week, so I worked 60 hours. So I stay overnight. So I go in, I work 12-hour shifts. I go in at 8 o'clock at night. I get off at 8 o'clock in the morning. But it's so easy. I mean, the hardest part, obviously, with my job is like changing briefs, which isn't for everyone, but the little lady that I sat with, they're sisters. And the one who I have to change, she is such a sweetheart. She's literally won my heart over 100%. And so it's not that bad, but again, it's just a temporary thing for me. And it honestly makes me feel better that I'm there with them because I care. And I know that having your family in that type of position can be really scary because not everyone is a good person. So it makes me feel good that I know that I am a good person and I am there with good intentions. So, all right. Let's cut the crease. How about? Just doing a real quick one, you guys. This is just the Catrice Camo Concealer. And I'll go in and straighten it with the brush here in just a second, but just doing something like super quick. Nothing like crazy here. This will just help that liquid shadow stick a little bit better. And what do we think about TikTok supposedly getting banned? What do we all think of that? Do we think that that's actually going to happen? Because this has been said several times. There's been several occasions of people saying, oh, TikTok's getting banned. Do we think it's actually going to take place this time, or is this just another hoax? Also, I did a spray tan, so we're going to have to try to match this face to my neck and body. Okay, so I have a few different things in mind for the lid. I could do this Hourglass cream shadow. I also have this white shade in this palette called Pearl. Or in this Fenty palette, there's this really pretty like gold shade called Royal Dazzle that I could do as well. Also have like this little Natasha Denona shadow. I have these little Jacqueline Cosmetics pots. One's the shade Tinsel, which is not really the shade that I want to go for because this one's more of like a gray. And then there's the shade North Star, which is more of like a really pretty gold. I think we're going to do this one and maybe mix in a little bit of this gold shade in this palette too. And we'll just see where the wind takes us here. Okay, that brush is definitely not working. But I can't dig my nail in it because I got my nails done yesterday and they are long, long, long. See if we can get it to work up here. Probably will end up putting a little bit of glitter over top. And this is with a dry brush too. It's really pretty. We'll deepen up that outer corner too. I just want to lay down what I'm putting on the lid here first. Really pretty. It's been a while since I used these. I remember this is part of her Christmas collection, maybe 2 years ago, and I just bought the whole collection. I like them though. They're really pretty. But I remember they ended up refunding me some of the money because the whole collection, some of these little pot shadows had sold out, so they weren't able to send me every shade. So I remember it being really, like, I didn't even have to say a word. Like, before my package even got delivered, I'd gotten a refund for part of the whole collection purchase because some of the shadows were already sold out. These are really pretty. Okay, and I think now we'll just deepen up the outer corner, and then I might do a little bit of an outline with this, let's see, what brand is it? I have these little liquid liners. This is by Lime Crime. It's called the Venus liner in the shade Fawn. It's just like a matte brown shade. We might do an outline with that. But I want to deepen up this outer corner first. And I'm going to do the shade Gratuity. You can see is one of my favorites. Such a pretty pigmented deep brown shade. So pretty. Okay. And just blend this out so there's no harsh line. So pretty. Very basic eye, but we might end up just doing a black liquid eyeliner and not outlining the gold. I don't know, we'll see. Let's turn this so you guys can see what I'm doing here. We shall see what I end up deciding to do here. Putting just a little bit of this Fenty gold shade over top, just for like a little extra sparkle, because these are so like buttery. They blend so easily. So pretty. Ugh.
Darling, it looks so beautiful.
Don't do that.
Don't do that?
No.
Why? You got shadows. Shadows.
I'm aware.
Let me brighten it up.
No. Okay. Huh?
So much stuff.
Mm-hmm. I don't think I'm gonna do the little outline. I think I'm just gonna do some liquid liner. Let's see. Here's my, there it is. The Eye Method Beauty eyeliner. What is he watching in there?
Subscribe or Unspeakable or something on YouTube.
What is that?
I thought that's something.
I'm just making this side a little thicker. Okay, so now we can do the skin, because I don't think I'm going to outline the lid at all. I think I'm just going to leave her be how she is. I do want to straighten my hair today. I need to do my roots. My roots are looking absolutely gross. Okay, so I'm going to go in first with the Pure 4-in-1 Love Your Selfie Foundation in the shade MN5. Has like a little spoolie, because I need to make my skin match my body, because I am spray tanned like a motherfucker right now. I look like I've been to the goddamn tropics. So, and I have very, very rosy skin. So, in order to cancel that, you want to do like an orangey undertone foundation first. This foundation's about out, but that's okay. We're gonna use it up because I have to get some more of my foundation still. The Hourglass Vanish Stick. So I'm going with that first. And then I'm gonna mix the Catrice HD Liquid Coverage Foundation in the shade Sand Beige on an Artiste brush. I'm going to take 1 pump of that. And 1 pump of the YSL All Hours Foundation in the shade BR40 Cool Sand. 1 pump of that. Okay. And I'm going to mix all of this together and create a nice clean base that cancels out all of that redness. If you have redness too, the key really is to just get an orange undertoned foundation, because orange cancels out that red, any type of discoloration really. Orangey undertoned foundations will help tremendously. I just like to go in with this Artis brush first and just kind of blend it everywhere first. I am still going to do the video where he does my makeup. Honestly, you guys, I got some comments from some of you guys saying, oh, well, he'll probably know what to do anyways, blah, blah. No, he does not watch at all. I literally did a whole live with him sitting right next to me, and he did not pay attention one single bit. He will be so fucked, you guys have no idea. Okay, and then I'm just going to take whatever's left on the back of that Artis brush, and I'm going to blend it into the skin just so it's all nice and flat and it's not sitting on top of the skin. That's what we don't want, is to have, you know, chunky ass makeup on top of the skin. Ooh, gross, nobody wants that. And I'm really not going to be worried about going all the way up and underneath the eyes or anything like that. I'm more just worried about having that full coverage on the skin. And then, you know, if you wanted to add in a little bit more coverage, this is probably medium coverage right here, but if you wanted to go like full paint, you could definitely do a little bit more if you wanted. We're gonna keep it right here, and I'm going to, everything is over here, so I have to reach. Ooh. Okay. So let's do concealer. I'm going to use the MAC Pro Longwear Concealer in the shade NC20. With the Makeup Forever Matte Velvet Skin 24-Hour Concealer in the shade 2.3. I'm going to mix these two together. I love this combination so much. I will say that I'm trying to see, stopping by before heading to work. Have a good weekend. Have a good day. I go to work here in just a little bit.
Turn it off. Didn't tell me come say bye.
What are you talking about? Are you talking to me? Yeah, you was.
Yeah, I was.
I'm still live, freak. Anyways. What was I even saying now? I can't remember. Oh, I go to work a little bit later today, so I probably will wash all of this off, if I'm being honest. I probably will not wear a full beat of makeup to work, just because, for why? But I have this TikTok that I really want to post while the sound is still at least a little bit relevant. Because when you wait too long, nobody watches it. It just kind of sits there. So So use the sound while everybody's using the sound, basically. But the sound is basically in my head all of the time. It's that collided, sped up. We can go over time. It's in my head all the time. All the time. I think I might go in for just a little bit more coverage here. Just on this inner corner, it's just not as full coverage as I would like it to be. So I'm going to take a little bit of this CoverGirl concealer in a very, very light shade. I think it's like shade 1 or something. It's like super bright. Just for like a little bit more coverage, because I feel like we need just a little bit more here on the inner corner today. You can definitely tell that my sleep is just all over the place. When I'm off, I actually sleep through the night and don't have to worry about, like, when I'm at work, if I sleep, it's just like nodding off. It's not like full on, like, purposefully sleeping. So yeah, my sleep is just all messed up. And I don't know about you guys, but I've never been one who can sleep very good during the day, like when it's bright outside. I don't know if it's because where I lived with my grandparents when I was little or what, but and they would always like be up and going by like 6 a.m. and in bed by like maybe 9 p.m. at the latest, but I cannot be one of those people who like full on like sleeps during the day. All right, now I'm gonna go in with our Chanel bronzer, my favorite to contour with, and I'm gonna use this, what is this brand? Why can I not think right now? Luxie contouring brush, and I just kind of, this stuff blends so well, but I just feel like patting motions are the best way to blend it. And we really want to bronze this up, the skin up really good too, because we've got like this bronzy eyeshadow look. So if we don't bronze it up good enough, we're probably just going to look flat, and nobody wants to be looking flat. Really make those cheekbones come back to life. And then the only other thing I'm going to do with this Luxie brush is just kind of go around this jawline here. And take that chin back down to 1, you know? Okay. And then I have this Sonia Kashuk brush, if I can find it, right here, that I got at Target, that I use to contour my nose with. It's just the easiest thing ever. It makes it so simple, and just do a little bit underneath the lip there. Okay, and then I am going to take my Beauty Blender, and I'm just going to kind of go around the edges and just make sure everything is blended in really well and we don't have any like weird edges or anything like that. Just kind of blend everything together, and I'll go back with the Luxie brush, just kind of go back and forth before you set anything, just to make sure everything is nice and blended well. So once you put setting powder on your face, you have committed to everything all of those liquid products. Okay. And I know this lighting is absolutely terrible, but... Okay, now I'm going to take my Kylie liquid blush, which I hate even using her on this channel right now, but I really do love her blushes. It's the Lip and Cheek Balm in the shade Pink Me Up. And I'm going to take this Tom Ford brush and I'm going to blend this straight up the cheekbone and also put a little bit right on the apples of my cheeks as well. Not too much, just a little bit on the apples of my cheeks. Mainly right here, just to kind of shape the face. And then whatever's left on the brush, I'll put on the apples of my cheeks. And then we'll put some on the tip of the nose. I like the tip of the nose. Some people do the bridge. I really like the tip. A little bit right here and a little bit right up here. And then again, I'm going to take my beauty sponge and just press these edges just to make sure we have one nice blend. Because now we're going to set with the Fenty Beauty Pro Filter Powder in the shade Banana. Really set that shit. Especially when you have like hot days like today, you really want to make sure that you set your face really well. You're pressure washing? Right when I'm about done. Of course you are.
Okay, I won't pressure wash.
No, go ahead.
No.
No?
No.
You probably done already got it all out now.
Yeah, so.
So do it.
No, I don't want you upset.
I'm not. I'm not. Go to town, Charlie Brown. All right. So now we are about done. I'm going to let that powder sit, though. That way I really just don't have to worry about anything budging. I'm going to go ahead and do my lower lash line. And first and foremost, I'm going to take let's see, where is it? Good googly moogly. There it is. This Ulta Beauty black liner. And I'm going to tight line, but I'm also going to bring it down to the lash line as well. Straight down to the lash line. Just like that. My nose always runs with setting powder. It doesn't matter what the brand is. It does not matter. Every single setting powder makes my nose run. All of them. I also need to fix this wing a little bit. We got a little bit of probably concealer. Okay, now that I have that lower lash line, it doesn't have to be perfect. It can be messy as shit, honestly. I'm gonna go ahead and fix this wing over here where we got the concealer or whatever. Who knows, honestly. I'm not gonna bring the liner to the inner corner until I do my, I like to do a little bit of highlight on the inner corner. So after I do that, I'll bring my liner down. Okay, and then I'm going to take this little smudger brush that I have. Where is she? She's in here somewhere, I know. Well, what the hell? Oh, here she is. This little Tom Ford smudger brush. I'm going to take it with a little bit of that Fortuity, that deep brown shade that we used. I'm going to take it on this smudger brush, and we're going to blend that out. Smoke it out, baby. Just smoke it out. And this will also set that liner too. That pencil liner that you put down there, so you're blending it all out together and like making it one. So pretty. There's nothing like a smoked out lower lash line. It just changes. I mean, look at the difference in that. It just changes the whole game. Do it and thank me later, baby. That's all I gotta say. It changes the whole game once you do that. Hey, beautiful, what are your 5 most important beauty items? Oh, God, only 5? Well, if I had to do 5, I've obviously got to have a moisturizer. Moisturizer, I mean, prepping your skin is important. So if I have a good moisturizer, I really don't have to worry about a primer because I have a good moisturizer, you know? So, hey, baby. I'll probably say moisturizer, foundation, have to have a powder, a good setting powder, lashes for sure, and blush. If you have at least those 5 things, you can make the look work. A good blush. I mean, mascara is important. I'm not gonna lie. I would probably cheat and make 6 because, I mean, I don't know, Bo. I could probably make it work. I don't know. 5 would be hard, but that's a good video idea. We might need to figure something up to make that a video. Just have 5 products and have to be able to make a full face work with only 5 products. That would be very interesting to see how we could make that work. Okay. So now I'm going to go ahead and set this liquid. Oop. Got something stuck here. Come on. Oh, shit. Okay. So I'm going to take, first and foremost, this Charlotte Tilbury bronzer. It's what I'm going to contour with. I'm going to take the M143 brush by Morphe. It's more of like a fan brush. It's just a little bit thicker, so it's perfect to set your contour with. And I use the shade Light in Charlotte Tilbury, so it's not like, I'm not fully bronzing with this. This is more of just setting that, because I prefer to contour with bronzer. I mean, if you're going to be going to an event and you're going to be like fully photographed and shit, like you probably do want to be contoured with the contour shade that's like got a grayish undertone. But for like everyday wear, I don't know a soul that goes everyday wear with like a gray undertone contour. Okay. So there's that. And then I'm going to warm up the skin a little bit with the Marc Jacobs Coconut Omega Bronzer. And I'm going to use this powder brush. Just warm the cheeky cheeks up just a tad here. Just bring a little bit of warmth. This bronzer is extremely intense, so I would just be very easy-handed. I wouldn't go like in. And then I'm just going to sweep away that powder with whatever is left on that brush. Just sweep it all away. I don't know what is in setting powder, but it always makes my nose run. Every fucking time. Okay. Now I'm taking this pink shade and the Dragon Beauty face palette and just putting this underneath the eyes just for a little bit of pop right here in the center of the forehead. Just to bring a little bit of brightness. And then just take that brush that you put your Charlotte Tilbury bronzer on with and just kind of go around the edges. Just to make sure that everything's blended well. There's no harsh lines, anything like that. The only harsh line I want is right here to sculpt that face. All right, blush. I'm going to go in with Essence Beauty The Blush in the shade 40 Beloved. It's so pretty. Absolutely gorge. Very underrated. Nobody talks about this blush, and they should be because it is gorgeous. So pretty. I don't think I've ever done a bride and not used this blush. It's that pretty. And then highlight, I'm going to use MAC Soft and Gentle. Oldie but a goodie, bitch. Oldie but a goodie. And this Tom Ford brush here. So gorge, I swear. It's the most gorgeous freaking highlight of time. I don't think anyone will be able to ever compare to that highlight. And of course, we're gonna go around the nose because it's running like a river, bitch. Running like a river. Okay, and then I just like to go back in with my blush brush and just kind of go back over top of that just to make sure that it's not super harsh. Okay. Jeffree Star Stripper Magic. I'm gonna put a little bit on the inner corner here. I just love the way that this one looks when the sun hits it. It's beautiful. It's kind of got like a green undertone to it, but it's so pretty in the sun. Okay. Now I'm going to take my liner and I'm going to take my liner into the inner corner. Elongate this eye just a little bit. Just like that. Super easy. And it just does so much. To your makeup just by doing that little bit. Okay, now let's curl these lashes. Oh, my nose is running so much. You bored? Yeah? I'm almost done. You're catching me at the end. All right, let's do some lip liner. I'm gonna do Kylie Cosmetics Handbag Ho. What do you think about doing a whole video on contouring? Yes, I could definitely do that. Like I said, I don't really do the gray undertone contouring, but I definitely could show you guys some tips and tricks for like everyday wear contouring. The main thing is to just like get to know the shape of your face and the way that you want your face shape to look. All right, and this is Take a Pixie by ColourPop. We're gonna let that dry completely down. All right, mascara. Lancome Grandiose Mascara. It has a really nice wand, so it makes it almost impossible for you to get it on your face. Now I say almost impossible because you still can, so you gotta be careful, but it's such a good mascara. It really lengthens your lashes, and I love it. It's about time for me to get this one again too. Like I said, it seems like all of my makeup always runs out right at the same time. Okay. And then for lower lashes, I'm going to use Essence Beauty the Falsie mascara. Got to be really easy-handed with this one though, because it will lengthen the shit out of your lashes. So unless you want your lower lashes about touching your nose holes, I would be very careful, because it will lengthen the shit out of your lashes. Okay, and now while that's drying, I'm going to take a little bit of concealer, just whatever concealer you have. This is the Catrice Camo Concealer. Just gonna put this right in the center and blend it out with my finger. And then I'm gonna take a little bit of gloss. And this is the Eye Method Beauty Gloss. Okay. And now we need lashes, which I have to figure out. There they are. Actually, Hayden, on the sink in that bathroom, there's 2 pairs of lashes. Will you bring them here to me? Yeah, we could definitely do a whole contouring video and really go into depth on contouring. Yes, baby. Thank you. Okay, so the lashes we're using, I'm just going to use a pair I've already trimmed. These are the Fard, I guess is how you pronounce it, lash. I get these on Amazon. They are dupes for So Extra Miami lashes, which are $30 for 1 pair of lashes. You can get this whole pack of lashes on Amazon for $8. Can't beat that deal with a stick. All right, I'm just going to take some Duo lash glue. I like the one with the brush. Well, if I can get it opened here. We're going to go ahead and brush that on. Let that glue be getting tacky. Just like that. And then we wait. I'm going to take some of the Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Wax and brush through these brows just to get them to kind of lay the way that you want. Be very easy with this stuff. It is the best brow wax I've ever used, so your brows will not budge. They will stay exactly where you want them to, so just be very careful with that stuff. She's very potent. Okay, and then I'm going to take this little guy here, which is a liquid liner. And I'm going to fill in my beauty marks that I cover with foundation. I used to take like a Q-tip and do this, but just like take the makeup off where it's at, but we ain't doing all that. But this stays all day because it's like a liquid liner. So, okay, lashes. He's back here with me. And one lash here, and we are all done, you guys. All right. And there we are. I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. I miss you guys, and I'll see you guys next time. You want to say bye, Hayden?
Bye.
Bye, guys.